She goes, oh, you'll find about it yourself. And she goes, oh, but you're a different mom. I said, no, you're different.
Although one of the things no, because you would have known that.
Yeah. I will. Yeah. But the thing is, I got it a really good deal. I made a really good deal.
Well, I'm glad
No, yeah. I still have like half of your birthday money available to you. Yeah. No. No. That's what the deal is.
no, I don't want those things.
So my fault that you're sad and
Yeah, just to make you are there. And that way, this side,
yeah.
and then it's all
And I went over there to take the picture and stuff. She was
I'll call them on there. That means they get some no, because I won't be on I'm here waiting on maybe they have like but she my dad needs my dad.
I don't know how that works. They're still not even sure. I know. No.
At least one. That Friday. Mom, I think Laura wants me and Aaron to go in on the laptop.
Oh, okay.
She said there's ones that are using reviews and stuff that are like buying it outright. So I think we need her to and I told her
not just
give me a legitimate like actually taking after Father's Day has a 3 days so
when do you have to do it by?
I think it's the 10th or 11th. So I need to have it all done. Yeah. Like after that.
Yeah.
You got it. Why don't you come over? I talked to you now. I hope you got it. I get it. The 18th is conversation.
Yes.
Okay. Well, plus I have my Wi-Fi. No, it's been like that before you got here.
What's that?
True story.
And then her actual parents. Literally. Her mom and mom too.
No.
I know.
Down in the middle of the night, that son
Because I came into school this morning, he's at
city's about an hour and a half.
she came in, she was on for but it's going to happen in the next.
You're asking for
So talk about myself. The likelihood. The likelihood.
And that was one of the things on page. They go to she does 2 rows of that. It's not just divorcing her, that's what she wants to do. Keep the change. We went down last time, Thanksgiving last time, we watched the we went up there for soccer. My brother was there.
Yeah, I think she was waiting on.
How much love we need.
She just sat them down.
Talking about one day maybe, but
I can ready to go then.
Good morning and welcome to the 2023 FEH BOCES Awards ceremony. Today we have the distinct honor of sharing in the success of several young men and women who will soon be taking the next and most possibly uncertain steps of their lives. My name is Sean McMahon. I'm the very proud executive principal here at FEH BOCES. Every year I spend a lot of time thinking of what I'm going to say at these award ceremonies. I stumble over my words. I convince myself I'm overthinking things. It takes way too long to come up with this speech, and this year was no different. But as I was thinking and preparing for this year, one word kept coming to my mind. That word was choice. I started thinking about all the choices that we make as humans every day. Then I started working backwards in my head and thought about all the choices that led me to where I'm standing right now. Some of those were good, some of those were not so good. But they all led me to where I am right now. And that's the thing about choices, is that we're not always going to make the right ones. You are not always going to make them. So I can tell you every choice I made has taught me something, though, whether it was the right or the wrong choice. Making the wrong choice once in a while can be beneficial, but making the wrong choice repeatedly can become catastrophic for you. Choices become habits, and habits become routine. So let's take the path of a typical graduate here today. At one point, you made a choice to visit us here at NFEC. That happened in either 8th or 10th grade or both. And then at some point in the latter part of your sophomore year, you made a choice to sit with your counselor at your home district and enroll in one of our programs. Months went by and September came the following year, and again you made the choice to get on the bus and come to one of our buildings. 3 pretty big choices that you made. Since that time, you haven't stopped. You've also made the choice to immerse yourself in an educational pathway of your choosing. You've chosen to work hard, learn from those around you, take direction and feedback, and continue to move forward. You've chosen to collaborate with new people and make connections that will see you well in your future. I have a lot of friends that are in education, and some of them are here today in the audience. We talk a lot about our specific buildings, and they often ask me what I feel makes my building so different. My answer is always the same. It's the choice. The students who walk through our doors each day don't have to be here. They get to be here, and that creates a different environment. My staff, many of which come directly from the industry, made a choice to work here because most, if not all of them, could be making much more money in their trade, but they choose to be here. Choices helped us create a climate and a culture that many try to replicate. So my real message to the graduates is this: you're not done making choices. You have a lifetime ahead of you with thousands of choices before you. Try to make the right one, and here are some that I hope you consider. Choose to take the time to appreciate the people who've helped you get to this point. These are your family members, friends, teachers, coaches, whoever's had an impact on your life. Take the moments to let them know. It's often your words in that time that help them continue doing that for you in the future and for other people. Choose to continue working hard. High school graduation is a milestone. It is certainly not the finish line. So please, in whatever you decide to do, choose to be a lifelong learner. Third, very important, choose to be kind and make positive impacts on those around you. Always try to leave people feeling better for having interacted with you. Kind words go a long way. In today's world, manners go a long way. And I promise you this is something that'll make you stand out amongst your peers. I'm going to ask that you choose healthy activities, hobbies, and relationships. You will be a reflection of all of these choices. Choosing the right ones will weigh heavily upon your success. And I want you to choose to be proud of yourself. Being here is no small feat. Similarly to the graduations at your home districts, that's no small feat. Please choose to be proud of yourself and enjoy the coming celebrations that will be held in your honor. You certainly deserve it. Lastly, I ask you that you choose to not become strangers to this campus, our shops, classrooms, and halls. Communicate with us virtually as well. Please share with us all the wonderful things that you do from this moment on, because we here at FEH BOCES truly do care about your success. I'll close by saying there are so many people who make a ceremony like this a reality. In addition to the instructors and their support staff, I would like to specifically thank Ms. Stephanie Niles and Lori Smith, as well as Heather Gagne and Paula Erno-Boye. This group of ladies work tirelessly day in and day out to keep our agency moving forward and our students striving for success. On top of all that, they have to keep me on task every day, which is some days a full-time job. Sincerely, I want to say thank you to them. I also would like to thank our District Superintendent Dale Brielle and Assistant Superintendent Lori Torville. Your leadership and willingness to take risks, push boundaries, and let me think outside of the box has helped this agency make meaningful strides for our students. And while I can't possibly name everyone in our agency who deserves credit here, I'd like to say that our entire academic faculty and staff, along with the shared business office, our custodial and maintenance team, and our SPOs, they all play a very important role in executing our mission and vision every day for our students. So thank you very much. At this time, I'll turn the podium over to Ms. Heather Gagne, our CTE counselor, for the presentation of awards.
At this time, I'd ask the early childhood education students to please rise. Brooke Bennett, Malone Central School District, a 2-year completion certificate and a technical endorsement. Casey Castleman, Brush to Moira Central School District, with a 2-year completion certificate, a technical endorsement, and a leadership award. Tiffany Grattan, Brush to Moira Central School District, the 2-year completion certificate, a technical endorsement, and no skilled in the trade. Emma Herbert, sorry.
One of them.
She asked me to correct her. Salmon River Central School District, a 2-year completion certificate, a technical endorsement, and most improved student. Miranda LaVirtue, Chateauguay Central School District, with a 2-year completion certificate, a technical endorsement, and the Attitude Award. Catherine LaDuke, Salmon River Central School District, with a 2-year completion certificate and a technical endorsement. Jared Rollins, Salmon River Central School District, with a 2-year completion certificate and a technical endorsement. At this time, I'd like to invite to the podium Mrs. Bartenschlager.
Good morning, everyone. Thanks for coming out. I'm Bailey Conklin. This is Mrs. Bartenschlager, and we're going to give out the Jeb Bartenschlager Scholarship today. Just wanted to thank all the applicants for, applying for this scholarship that means so much to us. A little bit about the scholarship. Jeb was one of my best friends, and obviously Mrs. Bartenschlager's son, and he unfortunately passed away 3 years ago. But he was very passionate about the electrical field and giving back. So we put on a hockey tournament every year at the end of April, and it's truly amazing to see the community come together and donate to this special cause that can give back. And that kind of encompasses who Jeb was, right? He was a giver. He gave, and he was a good friend. A lot of people say this guy would do anything for anyone, but Jeb was that guy. He did anything for anyone, and always did, no matter the circumstance. And he's truly missed, but it's an honor that we can honor his name by giving out this scholarship to a young individual that is taking that next step in their life, in the next chapter. So means a lot to me, means a lot to my family and their family. So thank you for giving us this opportunity to give back.
Good morning. My name is Melissa Bartenschlager, and I have the distinct pleasure to have had 5 children, 4 of which are graduates of FA. The 5th child is in the 11th grade now. Every time I'm on this campus here at Franklin Academy and BOCES, I think how beautiful this campus is. One of the things that strikes me about FA is the rich history and the changes that continue to provide learning. structure, and creativity. Times are changing, students are changing, but the things that make FA unique and BOCES unique remain the same. I believe in learning, developing your skill, reflection, honor, creativity, community participation, and pushing forward, where we remember those that cannot be with us today. Jeb was someone special to me, Bailey, his family, and our entire family. He graduated from the electrical trade program here. And just like the electrical trade students today, he had Mr. Paquin. And it looks like Mr. Paquin was recognized in April to be the belief boss. He values creativity just like me and innovation. Jeb was sharp, kind, willing to succeed, talented. We honor Jeb's gifts today by paying it forward and giving our second scholarship to an FA BOCES electrical trade senior. We appreciate Jeb's life. It wasn't long, but he lived it to the fullest every day. He touched many. And we won't forget it. We would like to take time, our family, to give a heartfelt thank you to Bailey Conklin and his wonderful family for making the tournament an annual event. This scholarship wouldn't be possible without the love and friendship Bailey has for Jeb. What a way to get together to remember and celebrate Jeb. First of all, I'd like to also thank the Muckers Golf League for donating $500 to the scholarship fund. And our first recipient last year, Blake Gilman, who is studying heating, ventilation, air conditioning, plumbing technology at SUNY Canton. We would like to have Mr. Paquin come up and get another $500 to Blake to give to him for next year. If Mr. Paquin could come up and get that, I know that you can get it to Blake. We would like to continue. All right, at this time, I'd like for the electrical trade seniors to stand up. We're really proud of you. This is a very demanding curriculum, and we would like to recognize you, and we would like to thank you for having this trade in mind, and also being graduates, and also all that apply to the scholarship. We really appreciate it, and we thank you for that. So thank you. So this is the third year that we've had to go without Jeb. So the first is to give back to Blake, who we gave to last year. The second person that we want to give to this year is Tristan Levine. This is kind of like a surprise. Nobody knows about this. So we just want to give him an extra $500 to get on his way. Tristan's going to be going to the Lyman Institute of Northeast. He thinks that being a lineman is one of the most important things that you can do as a job. He's given to the food pantries, he's given to church, he's played sports, and he's wanted to be a lineman for a long time. So, Tristan, can you come? We'd like to give you a little... And finally, the senior that's going to be getting the $2,000 scholarship is going to be going to the Lyman Institute of Northeast. He is excited to be skilled as a pre-apprentice lineman. He wants to join the union. He wants to expand his electrical career. He's been helping his grandfather since he was 7 years old. He babysits, he plays sports which includes basketball, hockey. He was given the MIP Jacob Prevey Memorial Award, and he wants to have a lasting career climbing poles. He wants to be an accomplished craftsman. He's known for his A+ wire twist and solving anything his teacher needs, whether it be hanging posters, fixing desks, helping with mechanical issues. So today we want to recognize Camden Montour and help him out with Congratulations. Thank you very much.
At this time, I'll ask the electrical trade students to please stand. Trent Austin, St. Regis Falls Central School District, 2-year completion certificate and a technical endorsement. Cohen Campbell, Malone Central School District with a 2-year completion certificate and a technical endorsement. Luke Chapman, St. Regis Falls Central School District with a 2-year completion certificate, a technical endorsement, and professional excellence. Connor Dishaw, Salmon River Central School District with a 2-year completion certificate and a technical endorsement. Ryan Dustin, Chateauguay Central School District with a 2-year completion certificate and the Attitude Award. Jason Hastings Jr., Malone Central School District with a 2-year completion certificate and a technical endorsement. Troy King, Malone Central School District with a 2-year completion certificate. Alexander LeClaire, Malone Central School District with a 2-year completion certificate and a technical endorsement. Logan LaRock, Malone Central School District with a 2-year completion certificate. Tristan Levine, Brush-to-Moira Central School District with a 2-year completion certificate. Brody Law, Malone Central School District with a 2-year completion certificate and a technical endorsement and most improved student. Blake Lawrence, Malone Central School District with a 2-year completion certificate and a technical endorsement. Mitchell Lindley, Salmon River Central School District with a 2-year completion certificate, a technical endorsement, the Leadership Award, and Most Skilled in Trade. Justin Martin, Brush-to-Moira Central School District with a 2-year completion certificate and a technical endorsement. Casey Martin, Brush-to-Moira Central School District with a 2-year completion certificate and a technical endorsement. Newt McNamara, Malone Central School District with a 2-year completion certificate and a technical endorsement. Benjamin Manette, Malone Central School District with a 2-year completion certificate and a technical endorsement. Camden Montour, Malone Central School District with a 2-year completion certificate. Ethan Parent, Brush-to-Moira Central School District with a 2-year completion certificate and a technical endorsement. Mason Peliquin, Malone Central School District with a 2-year completion certificate. Aiden Smitty, Salmon River Central School District with a 2-year completion certificate. Hunter Sprankle, St. Regis Falls Central School District, with a 2-year completion certificate and a technical endorsement. At this time, I'd like to call up Mr. Kurt Lyon.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome. Before I get started, I'd like to forewarn the Martin family, the Mackey family, anybody who was at the awards banquet at Rushton last Tuesday, that what I'm about to say is going to be really similar to last week. Just so you know. So I'm Kurt Lyon, I'm Brooke's dad, and this is Sylvia Hutchins, Brooke's Graham. This is my daughter, Brooke. First of all, I'd like to say congratulations to each of you for your commitment and hard work as you near the end of your high school journey. You should be very proud of yourselves and thankful to your families and teachers. It's been over 11 years since my daughter Brooke was killed in a car crash when she was a junior at BMC and attending the health occupations program here. Like you students here today, Brooke had a very promising future. She had ambitions of becoming a registered nurse. She also played every sport. She was a member of National Honor Society and sang and danced in front of audiences often. Now I'd just like to say a few words when I think about Brooke, about making a difference. We're very proud of Brooke for everything she accomplished and everything she was involved in. But I think I'm most proud of the fact that during her brief 17 years with us, she made a difference. I watched her care for and entertain my grandparents during their end-of-life phase. Also, I was told after Brooke passed that she sat in the cafeteria with a student with a disability every day and had lunch with her because nobody else did. The girl's mom told me she couldn't open her bag of potato chips one day, so Brooke helped her and sat and had lunch with her every day for the rest of the school year after that. It was also after Brooke passed away that I was told of her stepping in and defending a student who was being bullied. She never told me those things. She just routinely made a difference just because it was the right thing to do. You're all still very young and have your whole life ahead of you. I ask of you to please remember to always make a difference. As you get more life experience, making a difference becomes more and more important to both you and those we help. I read a recent study that doing something nice for someone is equally rewarding for the person providing kindness as it is for the person receiving it. So hold that door open for people. Do something nice when someone is not feeling well. Take the time to compliment people and be the person who helps someone when they need it. You'll feel good about yourself, you'll be known as a nice person, and society as a whole will be a much better place if everyone took the time for these random acts of kindness. Money and possessions and power aren't what will be important when you grow old. You reflect on family and how you made a difference in people's lives, right? It's what we think of as we get older. So please be like my Brookie and make a difference in this world. So each year at Health Occupations, the student receives the Brooke Lyon Remembrance Scholarship if they're going to college for nursing. The only thing we ask is they must have qualities similar to Brooke's. This year's recipient of the 2023 $2,500 Brooke Lyon Remembrance Scholarship Award is Madison Snyder.
I'd ask the health occupation students to please stand. Maya Adams, Malone Central School District, with a 2-year completion certificate and a technical endorsement. Sierra Avery Durant, Salmon River Central School District, with a 2-year completion certificate, technical endorsement, and a leadership award. Haley Beja, Chateauguay Central School District, with a 2-year completion certificate, technical endorsement, and most skilled in the trade. Haley Bouvier, St. Regis Falls Central School District, a 2-year completion certificate and a technical endorsement. Cassandra's Comstock, Malone Central School District, the 2-year completion certificate and a technical endorsement. Savannah Lamica, Malone Central School District, with a 2-year completion certificate and a technical endorsement. Emma Lamica, Malone Central School District, with a 2-year completion certificate and a technical endorsement and professional excellence. Kira Mackey, Rushmore Central School District, with a 2-year completion certificate and a technical endorsement. Caitlin Metcalf, Malone Central School District, with a 2-year completion certificate and a technical endorsement. McKenna Oakes, Rushmore Central School District, with a 2-year completion certificate and a technical endorsement. Laura Rayville, Malone Central School District. Woo! Certificate, technical endorsement, and the Attitude Award. Woo! Go Laura! Woo! Lacey Robidoux, Malone Central School District, with a 2-year completion certificate and a technical endorsement. Madison Snyder, Malone Central School District, with a 2-year completion certificate and a technical endorsement. Natalie Suzanne, Malone Central School District, with a 2-year completion certificate and a technical endorsement. Haley Walker, Malone Central School District, with a 2-year completion certificate and a technical endorsement. Sarah Warner, Malone Central School District, with a 2-year completion certificate and a technical endorsement, and most improved student. At this time, I'd like to invite the freebies up to the podium.
Oh, you're fine there. Can I sit on your lap? Yeah.
I'll put her back.
We first of all want to thank the school and all that's involved in the BOCES program. It's an honor again to be a part of this moment of sharing this time with you all. My heart goes out for the Lions, the Bartonslagers, and many others that have lost a child. One of the biggest things people always say to us is, I can't imagine. And I said, don't try, because you can't. Your heart wants to feel for people who lost a loved one, but you really can't imagine until it happens. And God forbid that it ever does. This school has been so good to my wife and I, to our family. There's a verse in the Bible that says, and we know all things will work together for good. And you wonder how the loss of a child, how good can come out of this. Well, today when you look around, there's a lot of good. You all are here. The teachers have been so good to us. The administration's been exceptional with us and very patient with us. But the last thing of waking up in the morning realizing it'd be the last time you'd ever see your child. There's a lot of good that we've learned from it, my wife and I. A lot of people turn to different things when the loss of a child. My wife and I chose to turn and put our faith in the Lord. He's the only one that has sustained us and kept us. Our son came home on November 4th, 1999. It's hard to believe it'd be 24 years this November. And we had a dairy farm, and we hadn't had a chance to get all our animals home from a farm that we were renting in Cook's Corners. And I said to Jerry, you got to go feed those cattle and get back because you have basketball practice tonight. And if you get late, I'm not running your laps because your coach is going to make you run laps. If you get late, I'm not running them for you. So you don't stand there and visit too long. The hardest part to accept is the fact that as parents, we try to do the right thing. We try to do good things. But on November 3rd, I was milking cows at night, and Jeremy said, Dad, can you go upstairs? We had a basketball court, just a barnyard basketball court. Can you play basketball tonight? And I said, not tonight. I'm just so tired. When I get done milking, I'm eating supper and I'm going to bed. He said, Dad, can you at least come up and watch me play and tell me maybe what I'm doing wrong? I said, tomorrow night I'll play all night, but not tonight. If I knew on November 4th at 3:17 on Thursday afternoon would be the last time we'd see him, I would have played basketball with him all night. I even would have showed up milking cows the next morning on our own farm late, if I knew. So many times we get so busy as parents, and I'm not saying not to be busy, but so many times as parents we brush things off that, oh, I jump, and if we could only have a second chance. So I encourage parents and friends, take time for each other. When he got home that day from school, I told him again, hurry up and get back. We had a 30-minute conversation, I can almost tell you, word for word. And not to humiliate or make my wife look bad or nothing like that, but she always wants me to share this. Her and our son had a 5-minute argument. And he left. And 90 seconds later, a tractor trailer rolled out the trailer, hit him broadside and killed him instantly. We're always going to have arguments. We're always going to have disagreements. The Bible says not to let the sun go down with anger in your heart. I always tell everybody, if you have an argument in the morning, get it right. Go to school late, go to work late. But get those arguments taken care of, because for almost 24 years now, my wife has lived with the thought that she blamed herself, thinking his mind was on the argument and not the driving. There's a lot of good, like I said, we've learned from it. A lot of times you can't make up for that mistake no matter how many times you say you're sorry. So it's always better to work hard or not have to ever say you're sorry, but to make sure you share with each other how much you love them. Because the last words you'll ever say may be the last words that'll be on the minds of each and every one. Our son wanted to quit school when he was a sophomore. And I said, no, I wanted our kids to have a great education, and this school gave them a great education. I said, Jeremy, I grew up with no education. I could hardly read or write. And I wanted our kids to have the best education they could have. And I said, at least try one more year. He said, Dad, you're making it. You're a farmer. I said, I'm nothing against farmers. We need farmers. Thank the Lord for farmers. But down the road, you may need something else that you want for a better education to go forth in something else. And I said, try one more year and give BOCES a chance. And get into something you might want to do. And he got into heavy equipment in the welding class back then that they were together. And he learned how to weld, and he did very well. And it kept him in school for his junior year because of BOCES. It kept him in school for his senior year because of BOCES. But he only made it for a few months before his life was taken. So I ask before we present the award this morning, y'all going out, I like what Mr. Sean had to say, McMahon had to say about choices. Life is a choice. You can choose to get up in the morning, and you can choose to stay in bed. You can choose to put whatever clothing on you want, or what little clothing you want. Life's a choice. But the biggest thing is that when you get up every day, as you go forth, wherever you go in this life, you make sure you call Dad, you make sure you call Mom, and let them know how much you love them. And parents do the same thing. Never go to bed without texting someone or calling someone to let them know how much you love them, how much they're so important to you. If you have that argument, get it right. Take care of it. If you have time, take time for your kids, parents. And if you don't have time as parents, still take time. It may be the last time that you'll ever have that moment. Again, if I knew that was his last time, if we ever playing basketball together, I would have played all night. So again, we're very thankful for you all. We're very thankful for this school. We're very thankful for this whole school system, what they've done to make this day. One thing also we learned also, you can look at a gas tank half full or half empty. My wife and I looked at that gas tank half full. We're very thankful. God bless us with a son for 18 years, a good young man. And we're very grateful for that because we don't know when our time is done. So we're very thankful that, again, God gave us a great son. And one that, again, this school made a difference in his life. And BOCES really is what the program that made his life so complete. And I can't thank this school and the BOCES department for all they have done for us. So we look at this, that every year we present a small little gift to that one. I think 6 or 7 times that there was 2 students that got it because the school couldn't decide which one. This year's it's going to be 2 students again that's going to get it. I wish we'd get it to every student, but this year's going to be 2. And so we lost a son, but we gained a whole bunch of children that will always be our kids. We have a whole bunch of Jeremys running around because the school picked the student that reminded them so much of our son. So again, we have a lot of Jeremy Creebies running around. So this morning, the first one that gets the scholarship award is Jacob Oliver. You all have to give Mama a hug, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely, he's a big part of our son. He hates taking pictures also. Don't know where to stand. So they picked the right choice. The other one this afternoon, and it's always good for us. Again, we don't pick, the school picks. But it's always good for us when it's somebody that's involved with something to do with firemen. And so this one here is really important to us, and I think Mr. Oliver had some parts of firemen also. But the second one would be Trey Poirier.
Oh, I love that kid. Oh my God.
At this time, I'd like the heavy equipment students to please stand up. Barry Clark Jr., Brushton Moira Central School, a 2-year completion certificate, technical endorsement, and most skilled in the trade. Emma Crump, Malone Central School District, 2-year completion certificate and a technical endorsement. Isaac Crump, Malone Central School District, with a 2-year completion certificate and a technical endorsement. Tiana Gonzalez Latour, Malone Central School District, with a 2-year completion certificate and a technical endorsement. Olivia Gregware, 2-year completion certificate and a technical endorsement. Tyler Johnson, Brushton Moira Central School District, with a 2-year completion certificate and a technical endorsement. Christopher Keese, Salmon River Central School District, with a 2-year completion certificate and a technical endorsement. Trayton Mitchell, Salmon River Central School District, with a 2-year completion certificate and a technical endorsement. Dante Niles, Brushton Moira Central School District, with a 2-year completion certificate. Jacob Oliver, Salmon River Central School District, with a 2-year completion certificate, a technical endorsement, and professional excellence. Justin Willett, Salmon River Central School District, with a 2-year completion certificate and a technical endorsement. Trey Poyer, Brushton Moira Central School District, with a 2-year completion certificate and the Attitude Award. Jacob Sebring, with a 2-year completion certificate and a technical endorsement. At this time, I'd like the New Visions Health students to please stand and line up. Lacey Lamica, Brushton Moira Central School. Nicholas Lansing, St. Regis Falls Central School. Maya Massaro, Malone Central School District. Maya Ramirez. Maya Ramirez is wearing an honor cord, which means she held a 90 average or better in all of her New Visions courses and had the attendance requirement as well. She's from Malone Central School District, and she's also receiving a leadership award. Maya Taylor, Brushton Moira Central School. At this time, I'll invite Mr. Sean McMahon back to the podium.
Each year we present students with an award meant to illustrate their hard work, dedication, attention to detail, and overall skill in their given trade. This is called the Apple Award. As you can imagine, many factors go into the assessment of trade students. There exists no single test that measures their knowledge and trade aptitude, And similarly, no isolated task can be performed that accurately measures their GPA. Rather, what we see are several different considerations that go into the number generated on a report card every 10 weeks. In the world of work, we are constantly being assessed, year by year, down to hour by hour in some cases. With that being said, the Apple Award is given to the one student from each of our 5 component districts that successfully completed their 2-year program of study and finished with the highest average for their district. The students about to be named are what we consider to be the CTE valedictorians of their respective schools. For today's ceremony, we'll be recognizing 4 out of the 5 recipients for 2023, as one student will be receiving theirs tomorrow at their ceremony.
At this time, I would like to call up from Rush Moira, Kira Mackey. At this time, from Chateauguay Central School, I'd like to call the podium Miss Haley Beja. At this time, from Malone Central School District, I would like to call the podium Miss Haley Walker. At this time, from St. Regis Falls Central School District, I'd like to call the podium Mr. Luke Chapman. This concludes our ceremony for today. We have cake and punch in the large conference room. I invite you into your prospective child's programs to see what they've worked on throughout the year. Thank you very much for coming.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, I numbered them yesterday as I was going through and drawing my lines, so I could make sure I got I've had things happen before. Yeah.
Whatever mom wants.
Mom, we're following your lead. Trailblaze the way.